is we have foreigners up in here building everything. We're not building nothing. Y'all gotta come home. And I'm saying this now. Later on, I might not be here. These white people might come after me. They already tried. The mall, right?
Yeah.
Most of the stores in the mall.
Yeah.
Are they Ghanaian owned? And then typically, before you answer that, I'm not talking about this. The whole board of directors is Chinese and there's like one Ghanaian face. That's not what I'm talking about. Like we don't own most of the stuff here. You see what I'm saying to you? So to not like the diasporan is like really shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Because we are the ones that can balance things out.
Because even if, like, obviously there's going to be a power play, right? Whereas like the diasporans feel like, oh, we're superior. Cool. But then wouldn't you rather have someone that kind of looks like you who might have a bit more sympathy to your plight?
Right.
Someone who just does not care about you anyways, have more of a monopoly on whatever's going on.
Right.
So, I mean, like having these conversations, weighing your options and being like, you know, maybe.
But you know what? You know what the harsh reality is? I'm going to give y'all the reality. They're not going to give a about that.
Fair.
So eventually what I see happening is a civil war. Because like it's idealistic to think that we could sit here, have conversations
and be okay.
And everything's going to be okay. We have kumbaya moment.
Kumbaya.
Nope.
Yeah.
The locals will tell us, oh, you're gonna need, oh, debeng.
Yeah.
Right? They'll do that. We'll feel some kind of way, right? We'll be like, man, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
We're doing our own thing, right? We'll establish.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. The foreign national will come in here, dig his claws deeper because he already has a foundation.
His people will be like, oh, you have money now? Slide down.
Come down. Oh, you need money? Come down.
Come down.
Right? Now they're digging deeper, right? Eventually they're gonna start implementing unofficial regulations, unofficial policy that doesn't benefit the local. It's gonna make life harder for the local.
Yes.
We might still be able to sustain because of maybe whatever connections we have. Because now we look at it like, okay, it's us and them, meaning us and the locals, right? Yeah. So we might be in a better position than the locals, right? They're gonna start fucking up the locals from different angles.
Yeah.
And what sucks about us being in this position is these are our uncles, our aunts, you know what I'm saying? Our grandparents. So we can't choose to stay out of it.
Yeah, and then you can't choose to stay out. Where you're coming from isn't enough backing to help you.
Right.
Here doesn't give you enough resources to help you.
Right.
So you're kind of just like...
Right. And because we can't choose to stay out of it, we're going to end up having to fight them, if it comes down to it, with less resources. Because the locals didn't help us build up.
And now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Right. And now we're all fucked up because, you know what I'm saying? You was fucked up anyway because you don't own shit. Yeah. You know, the phone you're using, the data, is not controlled by you.
Vodafone could say, you know what?
No more black people could use this phone.
You can use this phone. Just cut off
your phones are dead. Yeah. Or if you don't join, or if you don't agree with the policy that this white group...
Hack your whole phone.
Right. Like, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not seeing any diasporan businesses like that. Why don't we have other networks that we own?
I mean, I think Glow tried and then see how fast they shut them down.
And it probably went out because the power structures behind it.
You can't make a call on Glow.
Exactly. You see my point?
Like, I mean, and that's Nigerian owned. And I feel like if Ghana and Nigeria woke up and took power back from like a lot of these, like,
that's the only time that will happen is a civil war. What you're saying won't happen through no one is going to give
hugs and kisses.
No one is going to give you power, bro. Like no one's just going to say, yo, you know what? I have my foot on your neck. Let me just take my foot off. Yeah. What do you think is going to happen when I get up?
Breathe a little bit.
Right. You can
get up, breathe.
Get an inhale. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't going to look. And you know what? The reason why I love this too, because I hope them niggas, right? Them niggas that don't want to come back home, that got Ghana banned, my niggas, don't come back. Don't come back, because I want us on that banned list, right? Because if we get on that banned list, right, it's gonna limit the people with the brain drain.
Yeah. Yes.
It's gonna limit brain drain. Because typically when you're going for a visa, they want the students, they want doing the doctorates. Yo, I went to Harvard, bro. I went to Harvard, and I swear to you, this broke my heart over there. I used to ask, like, yo, because I'm like, yo, I'm in Harvard now. Now I'm like with some of the brightest minds, and I'm seeing there's a lot of Ghanaians at Harvard. Yeah. There's a lot of them. I'm like, yo, there's this many Ghanaians at Harvard? Oh, bet. Yo, when you going back? Nah, I want to do an internship, and then you're not going back?
They're seeing.
I mean, cool. Not one person said they was coming back. I'm like, damn, when the Chinese people, they're when they're done with school, they go back. Indians, they go back. And somebody was making the argument that, yeah, they go back because they got jobs waiting for them. Well, the fact of the matter is the Chinese people that came before them went back and created those jobs.
Yeah. Built establishment.
Right. So the problem here is we're not coming home to even create the situation for the students that leave to come back and work. But the fact of the matter is, one of the reasons why that situation doesn't exist is when we do come back, no one helps us. And aside from no one helping us, the locals are also coming at us. You dig what I'm saying to you? So now we're all just fucked up. So the only thing I see is civil war. Now, whoever comes up after that civil war, you dig what I'm saying? And right now, it's not looking good for the home team. All we got is sticks and juju.
Yeah.
Got sticks, rocks, and juju.
And attitude.
Listen, bro, niggas, I know a couple foreign nationals, and they have guns. I'm like, goddamn, they got guns.
And they're not, it's not like they're shy about it. They know how much power
they have.
It's like, oh yeah, I have like 3 guns.
And it's not even licensed.
It's like, I have 3 guns in the car. I'm like, you have what? Like, because from someone, like, obviously, I lived in Europe, so I didn't live in the US where guns are just like a constant conversation, right?
Right.
So coming back and then like seeing that like this is something.
Yeah.
And I think is Ghana doesn't have the checks and balances to.
Let me hit you on that. Let me hit you on that real quick, right? I had a conversation with this police commander. I said, yo, I'm like, that's dumb. You're making it so hard for people to license guns in Ghana.
Yeah.
You need to make it easier so you know how many guns are here.
Have a database.
Right.
So people are not.
But you know what? It goes back to what I said. The people who are orchestrating this behind the scenes, they don't want it to be easy for you to register a gun. Yeah. Because then we'll know exactly how many guns they have.
And then even deeper, once the gun situation gets bad and then there's turmoil, prices of whatever are gonna go down. Not a lot of people are gonna wanna come here.
Right.
And they're gonna look at it like, we have the power already, we have our nails dug into the soil. Right. Just bring more people down to come and take over.
Right.
I mean, Liberia is pretty much run by Chinese people and Lebanese people because the civil war.
Right.
And that was what black people. Now white people run the country.
Right.
And it's like to piggyback off that story, right? Mm-hmm. Getting my Ghana card, bro. I don't understand. Like, I'm a Ghanaian. My dad is a Ghanaian. I have a Ghanaian passport. I've been traveling around the world with my Ghanaian passport. I represent like my career. I represent Ghana on an international like.
Right.
Now, to go get my Ghana card, luckily, I have the resources to go and come every day. I'll come, you give me a story, I'll go, I'll come back. Bro, I walked into the office one time, bro, this lady was crying. These people had given her a story to go, come back. She was like, look, I can't keep doing this. I'll lose my damn job.
So you know what? Hold on. If y'all are coming down, y'all need your passports, driver's licenses, Ghana card, holla at me. Yeah. You can find contacts on Afro Tango too.
Yes,
Any resources I have, I'm gonna throw them on Afro Tango.
Yes, sir.
So y'all could link up, because my job personally, me coming to Ghana, I felt that I seen this coming like years ago. Yeah. So everybody thought I was nuts. This was like years ago, like back in 2007. I've been saying this since 2007. I'm like, everybody's gonna have to run back home, right? And the fact of the matter is this, right? If we don't create bridges for people to come and integrate, we're gonna have a big issue.
Yeah, because like, what do you mean my Ghana card is taking 2 weeks to come? So my bank account gets locked.
This Chinese got his like 2 hours ago.
I know Indian people that have Ghanaian passports, bro.
Wasn't there like a Chinese chief now? There's a nigga here. There's a Chinese chief. Like, how stupid can we be, bro? Listen,
Like,
and my nigga, like, listen.
This
Look,
is crazy.
and look, this podcast, if you don't like it, turn the fucking thing off. But check it, right? This podcast, me personally, I'm making this podcast for the diasporans that are like us.
Yeah.
Like, our parents are Ghanaian. Like, even if you was born in the States, right? Your roots are here. We need to come home. Everybody else is coming home.
Yeah.
Not Dirty December. And you know the crazy part is, the ones that are like us, we come here, party, and fucking leave. The Black Americans, the Black British, the Caribbeans, when they come here, they party, but they come and they try to buy land. They start farms.
Businesses.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the progressive Black people I'm meeting are not like us. They're like African Americans. And I love seeing it because they look like us. Yeah. You feel me? But the fact of the matter is, people like us are missing. Yeah. Are missing. We're having parades in Germany and shit with the Ghana flag. Nigga, that's not home. Just because you have a flag and you dance.
It's like they're like, okay, do your dance.
Do your dance. We're taking you home. While you're up here in Germany, in Europe, you're in America, while you're partying here with the flag, we're taking your land from you. Yeah. When it gets rough in Europe, when it gets rough, right, in the West, you have no choice but to come back where? Home. And you have no foundation. All the foundations are Spanish. No, excuse me, Spanish. Have you met any Spanish people?
Here?
Yeah. Okay, I met a cartel guy here. He had the tattoos all over his head.
I mean, like a lot of people from like obviously the embassy. Right. So then they have like some of their family and friends come down there.
But the foundations here are Chinese, Turkish, Lebanese. You know what I'm saying?
Indian.
We make money overseas. Yeah. Why do you come only in December to flex and leave? Like, try to build here. You got people that aren't even from here building here.
But the thing is, I think with the building part, see the fact that like obviously Africans, or not just, okay, let me say Africans, because this is a continental problem. Well, most of the continent. It's like we're not very trustworthy people.
Wait, we're not trustworthy, or we don't trust each other?
We're not trustworthy.
Humans are not trustworthy.
Yeah, true.
Shit, the white people stole people. True. They ain't trustworthy either.
Yeah, so people aren't trustworthy.
Right.
But then it's like, I'm coming from the angle of money-wise, right? White people steal. I know white people steal. But then a lot of them steal for the benefit of the whole.
Right.
I don't know if I'm making sense.
Right.
Benefit of the whole.
They understand about
they see
us
today,
and them.
Yes. Right. They see today. It's like, yes, white people can be in their country and squabble amongst themselves. But the minute you try to hurt the main system, lockdown.
Yes.
They're coming at you.
Yes.
Right? So then it's like, then the best analogy I can think of is like a boyfriend and girlfriend are fighting. Then you want to pick a side against one person, then they now join forces against you. Because it's like, why are you in our business for?
Right.
Or a marriage, like that type of thing. So it's like, okay, now as a diasporan, you come in, you establish your business, then you try to leave a local in charge of your business.
Death.
He's not seeing today, tomorrow, and the rest of the year.
Right.
He's seeing how he can eat now and then finish all the money today. Right. Run your business into the ground. And then there's nothing else. But he made his like $500 out of it.
But see, this is why, and this is why I'm saying.
So it's scary.
No, it is scary, but this is why I'm saying the diasporans need to come home and build.
So stay and build.
You have to stay and build. These white people are coming, they're staying in their building. These Chinese people are coming, they're staying in their building. Like, I know so many niggas that come down, like, in December. Yo, P, I'm coming back. Why are you coming back? Like, yo, I want to start a business. What do you want to start? Like, I'll help you. Man, I got to go back to work. Okay, I get it. You have to go back to work. But it has to be a sacrifice. Yeah. Because what's going to happen that day, the dollar crashes.
Boom.
Right? Down to like 2. Let's say, when I came, the dollar was 5.6.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? In 2021.
Yeah.
And what's happening, it looked like we're going towards a resource-backed currency. That means countries are going to have to be, like your oil and your gold, that's going to back your currency, right? Yeah. So Ghana has a lot of gold, oil, so on and so forth, right? Yeah. So let's say that happened. If back then, in 2021, the exchange rate was 5 point something to $1, what do you think would happen when resources now back the city?
The city, yeah.
That means it should go to like 2, 3, 1, right? Now, the advantage that you had if you had come and built your business, it's gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Now that for the dollar to crash, something crazy has to happen in the U.S. Let's say, or in the world.
Yeah.
Right. So now a couple things have happened. The currency has crashed. Something crazy has happened. You now have to run back home. Now, let's say you had $20,000, $50,000 saved up.
Yeah. Thinking is now double.
Thinking you're cool. Yeah. And whenever you need to come to Ghana, you have enough money, right? That 50,000 right now is 500,000 Ghana cedis. By the time you come, if it's 1-to-1 or 1-to-2, it's only 100,000 Ghana cedis. And now, who's to say because of inflation, right? It even has the same purchasing power. Yeah. Now you can't even establish the business like you wanted to, like you could have. Yeah. And you can't go back. You dig what I'm saying?
Because you've been locked out of. They don't care about you. You're locked out now. You've disturbed the whole organism of the cell. The cell's kicked you out now.
Right.
Now you have to come back to,
And you didn't build nothing. And everything you're using here is foreign owned. What happens when they shut down all their businesses? It's okay. MTN goes, okay, you know what? We're out. Voda, we're out. I'm saying we're going to use Starlink.
Starlink is also...
You dig what I'm saying?
And they're trying to... I don't know if after we talked about it, you checked it out. The fact that Elon is not... He hasn't licensed to be able to have Starlink in the country.
Really? I thought he did.
I don't know what it was, but it's the satellites that... I think he's not paying or he's not doing something the rest of the telecommunication companies are doing. So the president is trying to sort that out.
Check it. There's a Ghanaian. I met him at the CEO conference, right? He owns a Crystal TV.
Crystal TV, yeah.
Right. I don't want to get his name wrong. Sure. I met him. I called him and I spoke to him. He has the same service as Elon. Yes, we have our own Elon Musk. We have our own Ghanaian Starlink.
We have several.
Our own. We have our own Starlink. Yeah. Literally, and he focuses more on businesses. Okay. Right. He could actually provide dedicated services. Most Ghanaians don't use them.
Because it's not Elon Musk.
You know what I'm saying? and my whole point in telling you that is this, right? Imagine we had 3 or 4 or 5 of them, right? Now these foreign companies won't have the nuts to do some of the things they do here. Yeah. Right now they do because they know if they pulled out today, right, everything's done. So one, they got the government by its balls too. Yeah. Even if the government wanted to do certain things, they can't. I mean, all I'm saying is this, right? All I'm saying is this. Y'all need to come home. Y'all need to come home before the Civil War kicks off. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? And it'll kick off even faster when y'all get home. Yeah. And the reason why is they're not gonna come here and deal with this shit. Imagine you grew up in the States your whole life. You're gonna come here and then your kids are going to school, but they're walking in the street. There's no goddamn sidewalks. The foreigners are here.
There's no bike lane.
Their kids are in the fucking SUVs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They ain't gotta walk down the sidewalk. You might not, you had to ship your car, but guess what? You had to run. You had to leave and come to Ghana. You didn't get a chance to ship it. You dig what I'm saying? Because your kids are gonna be Ubering, right? Or walking down the fucking street with no sidewalk. Like the other day we went to Cape Coast, right? They're building a new highway. There's all this dust and construction going on. We see these kids walking next to this pit. And then there's the road, the dusty road we're on. And these kids are walking next to us. We're in the car. They're walking next to us. And the other side is a pit where they dug to put the columns in for the highway.
And you're going to fall in this. Oh, family with you.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, we have foreigners up in here building everything. We're not building nothing. Y'all gotta come home. And I'm saying this now. Later on, I might not be here. These white people might come after me. They already tried. But yo, check it. We're gonna put an end to this one though. Got anything you want to tell the people, man?
I mean, this is an amazing conversation. I mean, I'm really excited for what the future holds. It's gonna be tough to kind of bring everybody to the table, but then once we're having these conversations now and we're able to kind of see our way through all of this, Africa will come back on top, man. Africa is a beautiful place, and I feel like if we put our minds together, we can achieve really amazing things. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off what you said, man. Yeah. You're right. Africa is a dope place. Yeah. person, the name Africa, that's a whole nother show. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
But it'll be dope if we could put our minds together. Yeah. But understand that our enemy knows that too.
Oh yeah.
Our enemy knows
for
that.
years,
decades. And they do everything in their power to make sure we don't put our minds together. So these moments where we could talk to you, right? I hope you listen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they could pull our channel. I had some videos up on the channel. They randomly disappeared. The playlist is there. Yeah. No video. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So we don't even control YouTube.
Oh no.
We don't control none of these platforms.
Anything.
You feel me?
That's OnlyFans, YouTube, TikTok,
right.
Even TikTok. Like right. America, you see the fact that like it's not American, so they were like, hey, what are you gonna do?
Right. We like to use other people's platforms. Yeah. We
Facebook.
Right. We don't like to build our own.
Yeah. You know and there are apps like that.
Right. And we got Afro Tango.
We have Afro Tango.
You know what I'm saying? If
there's a few more that I've been talking to.
I think there's a new Aquaba app. And shout out to you guys. Shout out to you, Bill.
And then it's like, can you imagine like all the fraud boys? I say fraud boys because like African fraud boys never use their money for anything.
Actually, that's a whole nother show we're going to do. That's another show. Because you know why? Because I'm going to tell you some shit that happened with them niggas on another show though. Yeah. But look, like, y'all need to come home, man. Yeah. That's it. Period.
People
come
need
home.
To
you know what I'm saying?
Invest.
Come home and invest.
Invest. Like, because imagine, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of putting money behind like a Facebook, you put it like maybe two like African billionaires came together and said, you know what? We want to create our own Facebook.
Right.
And like, if you're going to be using anything other than just like the US did,
right.
TikTok, we do not want TikTok in here. We don't want Facebook in here. We don't want this. We don't want this. We don't want this. Shut that whole thing down.
I think that's better for it. I think honestly. That's actually in play. I think Trari and Burkina, they're working on that. Yeah. And you know what? And that's I've been talking about Trari even before he became popular, bro. You check some of my old videos. I saw, when I saw what was happening when Mali had that quote unquote coup. Yeah. Like when I was in the States when that happened, I'm like, ooh, he was young. Yeah. Then I heard about Niger and then Burkina. So I'm like, okay, bet. But this is what I'm saying though, right? If people like us need to come home, people like us, I'm not talking, African Americans are coming down here. Yeah. And they're getting frustrated because of the locals. Yeah. The local versions of us. You feel me? Yeah. We're coming down, right, to party. Yeah. And then we're leaving. Yeah. And then we'll be at some parade with Ghana flags, acting like some clowns. Yeah. Like some clowns. You don't own nothing in Ghana. You haven't built a damn thing in Ghana.
Not even a house.
Not even a house. You haven't started a business, nothing. You working?
Yeah, you're driving Uber. Working at McDonald's.
Right.
Working at Burger
Home
King,
health aides. Wiping white people's ass. You know what I'm saying? And now you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. I understand that.
Yeah,
but come home and build. It doesn't make sense to live there.
It's exhausting.
Right.
But like, these white people are getting on ships and leaving their comfort.
Right.
To come die of malaria just to build something.
Right.
So what is scaring us so much?
One thing that scares us, I'm gonna tell you one thing that scares us too though. When you're in the States, right? When you're in the States and you're being bad or you're being disobedient. Hell yeah, but Kogano. Come there, bed doing nigga.
Oh, okay.
Yo, they make Ghana seem like it's hell, yo. Yeah, so then they don't realize as you grow up, that's still in the back of your mind. So when you come down for December, you're like, let me get the fuck up out of here before I starve. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not even like that. Like I told my little sister the other day, I'm like, yo, come down. She was like, I'd rather be stranded in the States than be stranded in Ghana.
Yo, sis.
And to me,
allow it.
And to me, it bugged me out because like out here, our family is pretty okay. Like we have family members.
She doesn't see what you see.
That she don't see it. You feel me? And I'm like, but it's not her fault.
Yeah. She's never been?
She came to Jazz Fest here. She loved Ghana. I know, but like the thing is when you go back and you get caught up in the rat race, and the society, especially in America makes you think the rest of the world is shit. Yeah. Like most people think the rest of the world like looks like Nima.
Stop.
No, seriously. Like when you're in the States, they make you think everywhere in Ghana looks like trash. Yeah. Every other African nation looks like trash. That's what they make you feel. And then you got your parents telling you, hey, we have to like, so now in the back of a lot of our minds, right, the diaspora that are like us, we don't realize it, but it's like a punishment coming to Ghana. Yeah. That's how a lot of them
embedded in the mentality.
Right. And they think the only time they'll have fun is during December. Yeah. And then when they come to see opportunities, but they're scared because they don't know why. They're just scared. But it's like you're taking these risks over there.
Exactly. Because why are you okay? I get it. Because over there, obviously, the infrastructure has been built. The economy has been built. If we keep ignoring the problem, this place will never get built. And you can't come here and because you're driving Uber. Like we said, you're driving Uber, you're working at Burger King. Right. There's Burger King here, there's Uber here. Why can't you do it here? Because they don't pay as much.
Right.
But then if you build the economy here, yes, maybe we have to be the first people to kind of sacrifice.
Right.
And over time,
it will
make sense.
And that's all I'm saying. We need to come home and sacrifice and build. Because if we don't do that, once it becomes unlivable up there, you're coming back to nothing. And don't think you're coming back and these white people gonna just let you because you're brown.
Yeah, I was keeping your seat warm.
Nah, nigga, they like, yo, I've been here. Yeah. I've been here, man. What you saying? And I got guns. What you bring? Nothing. Why? Because you have to run.
And people.
Because
it's like, I know Chinese people, I know Korean people, I know Lebanese people that speak Twi better than I speak Twi. Yeah. Like, it's not like they're coming without a plan. White people have always been very calculated. They come, they learn who you are, they learn what makes you tick,
right,
and then they use it to their advantage.
Right.
So
as they should.
They're doing it, I'm not saying this. Listen, I'm not saying as a
they're
bad
doing
thing.
Exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
We're the ones fucking up.
Exactly. So if we're too busy, scared of where we come from and our culture, our traditions, and they are here embracing all of these things and saying, you know what, I'm gonna come down. I'm going to learn. Embed myself in the culture, in the way these people think, live, yada, yada, yada. And then I'm going to thrive in it.
Right.
They're able to come and thrive.
Right.
But we're too scared to. This is a long journey ahead, man. Yeah, because imagine I'm coming to build a complex, right?
Right.
And I need cement.
Right.
I need, labor. I need all of this. And you've hiked out by 3. I'm like, damn.
Right.
Like, what?
I tried to start a security company when I got here 3.5 years ago. I'm still trying to start a security company. They're losing my fingerprints, right? We need to do this. They just want money. So then what happens? They take money from me. They don't do the work. Cool. The white guy might have way more money. Or maybe he won't. Maybe the fact that he's white, bust. We'll do it for you, and then they'll get it done for him. Now he has a security company. I don't have a security company. After some time, I don't even give a fuck about the company no more. I don't even care about
something else.
Yeah. And most people leave. I just chose to stay here. You see what I'm saying? And most of us, when we leave, we don't come back.
Yeah. Like one bad experience. I know this is in Ghana, but this is just an example, right? So my Spanish friend actually. So I took a trip. So I tried traveling around Africa to see how I could, give back to both Ghana and Liberia, right? So just happened to be in Sierra Leone. Talked to my friend. He obviously, same like us, he's a diasporan, but then his family is Sierra Leonean. So he brought investors to try and start a football, an academy. Right? Bro, when I say those people stole from him. He said,
robbed them.
The minute I even talked about investing in, he said what? Mike, look,
don't even
I'm going to Spain. I'm opening up what do you think? What do you call the thing where they train people to be in hospitality? They train people to be in, what was that? Something fell?
It's a ghost.
Yeah. They train people to be in hospitality. So he's gonna start one of those in Spain.
Right.
And he's never coming back to start anything here. Because he lost trust with those investors because they stole their money and they're never coming back. So that's one story out of 100.
I came down, I tried to get some land, right? Mm-hmm. Mind you, my family controls, let's say, this part of Ghana. Yeah. Let's say the royal part, the royal family. Yeah. And I tried to get some land. The way the family came up against me, you know what? The same people sold part of the Queen Mother's land to the Catholic Church. No, not even sold it. You know what we did? They get, for $300.
For 300.
$300 of teak.
Okay.
So they sold him the teak, and the guy goes, you know what? Just keep the land too. But me, like a son of the soil,
land,
right? They told me, nah, you can't give him no land. See what I'm saying to you? So that's why I said the locals need to change their mentality.
The
because
crab in the barrel mentality.
that's what it is. Yeah. What they're doing is they're giving up the resources to these people, right? These people are not our friends. They came from business.
Yeah. Which
right?
they should.
Which they should. They're not doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
They're doing, that's what we go there for. But they don't allow us to own and capture.
They give us this much rope.
Right.
And here we just kind of like,
there's no
extension
rope.
cord.
There's no rope. Here's the generator.
It's like they're like, okay, this is as far as you can get.
Right. And so I think, just to tie everything in, one, the locals need to start looking at us like
friends.
We're home, we're family.
Like we're extending.
Yeah, we're an extension of yourself.
Of yourself, yeah.
And then two, when we come down, what we need to come down, us. We need to come down. We need to have the same mentalities as the Black Americans and the Black Europeans. We're coming to build. We're coming to buy land. We're trying to own a piece of this. Yeah. And that's what I love about their mentality. It's just it sucks that when they come, they experience the bullshit that they experience.
So they should come with some patience,
right.
Like a little patience.
But they should, but they shouldn't have to have patience. They shouldn't have to go through that, because I left the States, right, where they're treating me crazy. Right, but there's infrastructure. Yeah. To come here where there's no infrastructure, to also be treated crazy, that can't work.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have to go through that. Yeah. They're bringing money, they're bringing resources. If you're not smart enough to realize this, right, you're not Ghanaian. That's how I look at it. Yeah. The enemy
of progress.
The enemy of the progress and the enemy of the state is that f***ed up, ignorant local. Yeah. And once again, I'm gonna say, not all the locals are like that. Yeah. But a lot of them are like that.
A good number
are like that. And if you're a local and you're not like that, and you see a local
that's acting
like that, check up.
Check up. Yeah.
Because I seen this Chinese guy yelling at this local. Hey, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, why the fuck are you laughing? You yelling at him like that? He looked at me, he grabbed his bag and just got in the car. And I told him, look, don't let him yell at you like that. You crazy?
This is your land.
He was like, boss, my tip. And then you know what? I come back outside, he's still yelling at me. Stupid. But that's just what it is, though. Yo, we're gonna close the show out.
Yes, sir. It's been great.
It was great talking to y'all. Woo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is. I know y'all gonna like him more because
it's the afro. It draws people in.
It is. But look, I'm gonna give it to you shit. You hear me?
Yeah.
This is, what is it?
Roots and Routes.
Routes.
Yes, sir.
And I like how you say the tagline, how you say it.
Where diasporan dreams meet Ghanaian reality. We're here to, show you how to move, how to duck and weave, so you don't get jumped when you come here. It's gonna be.
You'd rather get jumped with us.
Yeah, get jumped.
Don't get jumped by yourself, because you're gonna get jumped when you come.
You're gonna get jumped, man.
You're gonna get jumped by the foreigners,
the
locals. Nah, but yeah, we out. So catch us on the next episode. Peace.
That's a real me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me.